It is another early start. Oh god, I've got a yawn. Oh. Oh, yeah. Hello. And happy Friday. Oh dear. Hi from Vietnam with love. Why, thank you. I am not sure how to pronounce that name, but hey, twinsies. Twinsies. Welcome in, Kim. Hope you're doing well today. How is everyone doing today? I am tired, but that's nothing new. I woke up at like noon today, so you know what? I'll take that. Could be worse. I think I have the music turned off, so that's fine. We're gonna be doing a little bit of chatting today before we get into the story, just because I also have not logged in since yesterday, I think, so I can at least, you know, spend my fuel, although there shouldn't be much because it's almost done. It's fine. So we can do that one weekly before I forget it exists. But just doing a little bit of chatting. We're not gonna stall for too long today because I do want to get on with the story and get through at least another third or so we can hopefully finish tomorrow. Although I did remember that apparently my sister's coming to visit tomorrow, and apparently my sister, her boyfriend, and some relatives are gonna come over tomorrow, and they're gonna be eating and stuff and doing stuff, and I don't know when that's gonna be, and I don't know when I should be downstairs for that or not. I'm gonna have to see. We're definitely gonna stream tomorrow. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be earlier, later, same time. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to talk to my grandparents later on. Because I do want to pop in at least, you know, for a little bit to eat and say hi to my sister and her boyfriend. But we're gonna have to see. Stream tomorrow should still work though. I don't wanna have to move it to Sunday because I don't do Sunday streams anymore. I don't trust Sunday streams anymore. So there's that. But you can call me Lee. How do you rate Caster's strength? I don't know because I don't have her. I've heard that she's very good though. I've heard she's very good. I'm not pulling for her, but I've heard that she is, even for a free-to-play, that she's very good. What was I gonna say? But yeah, if anything changes, then I'll just let you guys know on YouTube and Blue Sky if I have to like reschedule or cancel the stream or something, which I don't think I'll have to. I think it'll be fine. But yeah. Anyway, that's number one. Number two is I'm gonna have a sip of my water. And number three, so before stream, about an hour ago, I watched the ZZZ 1.7 live stream, and oh boy, it was a pretty short one. I'm not used to Hoyo game live streams being so short. It was like less than it was like 25 minutes. Which I mean, you know, I don't want, I mean, you know, that's fine. But it was unexpected. 7K, nice. But it was a little unexpected. But I am so freaking hyped for 1.7. I still need to farm more. I still need to farm... You know what? Sure. No. I still need to farm a lot more because, I'm gonna be pulling on 3 batters and I have 200 pulls. So that's fun. I'm gonna be pulling for Vivian, Lighter, and Hugo, and I didn't even think about their engines, honestly. Although I kind of want Hugo's, but I'm gonna have to get real lucky for that one. But dude, I am so... I also love how, like... They did it in the dev talk, but also in this live stream, how they didn't waste a second just casually going like, oh yeah, by the way, Hugo, yeah, still there, still around. No worries, not dead. I do love how they're not even like trying to keep up some like sense of suspense or anything. But I'm so hyped for the story. I do wait. What do we have here? Wabam. Wabam. Bam bam. But yeah, I am very excited. Once again, we are going to be streaming ZZZ in... when they say that the version launched? April 23rd, I think. So like 20... like around mid-May-ish, I think is gonna be when the second half of 1.7 drops. So around that time, we are gonna be streaming ZZZ at least once. Because I'm gonna be streaming my Vivian and Hugo pulls and Ladder pulls, and we're gonna be reacting to all the ZZZ character songs. I am very much looking forward to that stream. I am impatient that it's still a month away, but I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, it was a short stream. I could already see some people calling it like filler question mark, or you know, just not being too pleased, but like, you know, I don't mind. I'm fine with it. I'm there for the story. I don't really care about the events, although I think the flower shop one is pretty cute. I think the flower shop one with the like new like permanent interactions you can get with various characters is very cute, very fun. So there's that. Can I unlock one more trace of Run Maze, maybe? I should be able to. Oh god, my throat. Ha! Huh! Oh dear, I'm gonna have to... oh right, I forgot. I'm gonna pull up that walkthrough again, just so I can like keep track of where we are in... where we're gonna be at in this quest. Alright, let me check here. Bum 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 bum. If YouTube wants to like make you watch 15 ads, can they at least make them skippable? If nothing else. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, actually, according to this walkthrough by Ruben, we're actually a little over a third through already, so you know what, that's good. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, so apparently this quest is a little bit, is a chunk longer than the 3.1 quest. But apparently we're about 3 hours in, which I think actually checks out. How long were we live yesterday? I think it was about 5 hours. 1 hour of that we were just yapping. So 4 hours, honestly, yeah. That checks out. That seems fine. One more. Alright, gonna keep that open with me. Do this, and there we go. Oh, dear goodness. I'm probably gonna have to start farming for Anaxa materials soon. I think I'm probably gonna keep going. I'm gonna leave Rod May sitting at 8 out of 10 for the time being. I'm just gonna get enough materials for like her like 2 minor traces, and then I'm probably gonna swap over to an Anaxagoras because I have like no trace materials for him. Bro, I thought I actually had quite a few of the materials that he needs, which I think is like the Penacony erudition materials, but I was like, you know, I'm not pulling for any like there is like for the longest time these materials have just been sitting there, and I was like, I'm not gonna be pulling for any erudition characters anytime soon, let alone ones from Penacony or whatnot. And I used them all up, and now I'm like, well, fuck. Now I actually do need them, and that could have saved me quite a bit. Sharia, welcome in! One bad thing about you getting Anaxa and Mighty, they clash in wanting the same teammates. Since you're going hyper carry Anaxa, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Although I will say, I kind of want to try out, just for funsies. I know that's not like the ideal build you want on him at all, but I do low-key want to try out a break hybrid Anaxa just because. I still need to farm some more of his relics. But of the ones that I do have, does Misha have them? No, Misha doesn't. Wait, who has them? Oh yeah, just because while I'm still farming for his relics, I got this bad boy, and I got this, and I got this. So I was like, you know what? I also need a better sphere, and I already have a break effect, a leveled break effect rope. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just try it out? You know, some hybrid Anaxagoras. He could rob Boot Hill yet, since both shoot guns. And thanks for the welcome. Just tuned in. Hell yeah. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, bro, this one... No, not this one. This one hurt. This one hurt a little bit. I was like, you know what? If... I also need a better... I definitely need a better one in here. I need a better body. This is just the only one that I have right now. Because this one... Nope. The other ones... No crit. So... I'm gonna need at least a better crit body and some planner sets. But I was like, you know what? Why don't I just try it? Just for funsies. Just for funsies. Besides that, I'm gonna have to see which team I use with him. Usually the teams I kind of like cycle around are now Boot Hill. I think Boot Hill, Mighty, and Anaxa would be probably my 3 strongest units once they're fully built. Like DPS wise. I'm gonna have to see what I do with them. Oh, right. Rewards. Okay, let me see. Can I, where is she? Where is she? There she is. Can I at least... I can. Break effect? Nice. I mean, this one's... Nah, I can probably get a better one. Okay, what do we not have? We have this, I guess. Yeah. What does... Yeah, probably just like some sustain stats would probably be best. Do I even have anything with break effect there? I have effect hit rate. That's... meh. This one, I guess I'm gonna leave this one until I get a better one. Do I have an... Surely I have an HP... Surely I have an HP thingy. I need to sort out my relics one of these days. No, I have only damage bonus. Only damage bonus. So I guess there's that. I'm gonna have to farm for relics a little bit as well. And level this. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of stuff to do. Do I have enough for... I do. Okay, so I just need to keep 8. That fits. Top priority... Ultimate. What's our ult do again? Alt-type res pen and... Damage and... Yeah, sure, let's do her ult. Let's do that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the wrong thing. Whoops. How many can I get? How many can I get? I can get 11. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's gotta wait until I level her to 80. So you know what? What's next? Skill or talent? Increases speed. After using skill, all damage. I'm gonna go for a little bit of speed here. Oh wait, I can actually. Okay, well. Okay, 9 I think is good for her. To me, you can still chill while farming gear for an Axa because those items are easy to replace, so just take it easy. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm probably gonna start farming for an Axe. Honestly, I probably am going to... swap over real quick. Because I think leaving her at 999 is fine. I'm probably not gonna level her for a while, at least until I get an Axa done. So... yeah, I need like all of his trace materials still. Oh, okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Not really. I started this event. I started the Star Rail World event, the little management one. It's really cute. I kind of like it. I love these like managing these like management type events. They're really cute. They're really nice. But I'm gonna do that in my own time. Okay, I think we can probably get started. We're a little further in the quest than I initially thought. I guess I just had the wrong video up. But yeah. If we're already starting early, might as well see that maybe I can end stream a bit earlier today too. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just keep going because I'm actually very interested in this quest. As I've said, I feel like this quest is going to like... people are either gonna love it or hate it because it is very dialogue heavy. And if you're not interested in like world building and politics and philosophy, you're not gonna have a good time. Personally, I am. I am interested in those things, and I have been very interested so far. So I'm doing just fine. But yeah, let us continue right onward. I almost forgot to turn the music off. Almost forgot about the music. That would have been unfortunate.
Scent of rust.
Alright, I changed nothing, so audio should be fine volume-wise. Let me get another team on. How far into the main story? We are about 3 hours in. We just finished talking to Kratos, who appeared here and was like, told us that Mighty sent us a warning sign about the Flame Reaver being back. That's how far I am. That's where we left off last time. Let me get links back on. All right, we're fine. We're good. Bum bum ba bum bum bum. What is? Listen to the Titan's echoes. Oh, it's one of these. Is it pronounced Talanton? Scale of justice, punishing the unjust, balancing discord with law. Those who think they can evade judgment do not realize the scales measure all transgressions. Make known mysterious justice. Nice. Once again, this is such a beautiful shot.
By Catholic into Lenten.
Oh god, it's you.
As the Theoros I have observed.
Uh-huh.
Virtuous citizens of Akama, fine Vides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Sure are.
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about
Oh,
keeping
is he
her in
talking about
check,
kindness?
but I admit, I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long, that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites. No longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate. But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless.
1 second.
Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
One moment. Whoops. Okay. And we are back. Okay, there we go. You're a Christ. She keeps calling Finan a Chrysos heir without flaw, but like, is he? Is he? Maybe in theory. He is, but
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Isn't there a triple relic bonus? You'll definitely have a chance for a good set for— oh yeah, that's true, like towards the end, I think it's towards the end of this patch. True.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
All right.
Dearest counselors,
Annihilate her!
let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kethali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
You keep saying that, but like, what is your plan? Like, I get that these people are you know, skeptical and don't really trust the Flame Chase Journey and Chrysos Heirs and whatnot, but like, what is your alternative? What is your plan B if that's not gonna be it? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but these people have not given a single suggestion on what else they could do just yet. Phil, come in. Wish me luck on wish me luck on an Exagoras. Good luck. Good luck. I pray. I manifest an early win. But yeah, like what ideal future? Like, fucking throw some ideas out there, some concrete plans, maybe. Rule number 1, do not call him an Axa. True. No hesitation, I stand by Aranora if it's possible to bring Era Chrysia back. You know what? No. Phynon is literally right next to us. I am not abandoning the boy. Aranova is a path of salvation the gods promise. We should not have doubts in the Flame Chase journey. I do wonder if this matters. At all. If our words here matter at all. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please.
Thank you, Phynon!
How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Thank you!
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
So the plan is just to kill 3 Titans? How? Elaborate? Elaborate? Oh. Oh.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side.
Ah, about that.
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages. And Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
Hold on. Let him cook.
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Oh, Cass.
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
Violence is the
finally
answer,
arrived,
indeed. And Zen,
Alexa.
welcome in.
So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the Flame Chase journey.
I don't like the sound of that.
One of the 7 sages.
They are discussing
Your
fervently.
proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
pause. Pause. Wasn't like the first couple hours of the 3.0 literally Titankin attacking Akuma? I'm pretty sure we've seen it. This place will become the Flame Reaver's target sooner or later. Isn't this just survivorship bias?
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right?
I mean, just because he can't kill you doesn't mean he can't still fucking mess you up.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Eracrysia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
What are you cooking? I mean, I know what I know part of what you're cooking, but what is going on in that head of yours? Members of the council are cheering in excitement.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castoris, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
Look at that cocky smile of his. I mean, it's kind of a smile, but...
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castoris brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrysia will return to our world once again.
The members of the council elders are cheering in excitement.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed, Akuma has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Cheering excitement once more, alright.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the Flame Chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Sven, welcome in. Oh dear, can I not talk to them? I cannot. Can I talk to Anaxa? I cannot. Alright. Cassie, what do you got?
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
Aw, baby.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
What happened when you went to look for
In
Anaxa?
actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Sort of.
Yes.
Yes.
I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Ooh, Cas POV.
Have you heard of this
tale before?
Oh.
A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the music. Ooh.
The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp. Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until...
Oh. Oh.
Until... actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh my.
There she is.
It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself.
Of course. Of course you will.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home
Look
to
at
pursue my
her.
education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
There's like bandages all over her body. And this. It kind of looks like a claw, doesn't it? Like this part, this thing covering her face.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
I mean, that's a pretty roundabout way of teaching that.
Oh. I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Interesting. Interesting.
What? At a loss for words?
No. I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless,
then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Here we go.
Oh.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation.
Interesting. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Never mind, I don't. Never mind, I do. Never mind, I don't. I think I don't. I think I'm fine. But that is like a. I feel like a question, a fair question. You know, if you had the power to bring someone back from the dead, would you? Would you? I think I wouldn't, probably. Well, I would probably like to, but I would also be very paranoid, so unless there was like a 100% guarantee that it was actually going to be that person and that nothing else would change in the process, then sure, but that's not usually how it goes. Like, there's always some consequence. So probably not, even though there are people that I would certainly bring back if I could. Or I would like to. The clothing in her face looks like a Death Titan core flame shape. Interesting. I actually thought it looked like a dragon's claw. Like a claw, you know? And also, Rayo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today.
After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually. My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout. Oh god. Oh, my nose! Huh. The dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins.
Damn.
For this exact purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
Huh. And here every single one, all but one are lit up. Interesting.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up.
Huh.
I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial
Yeah, only
to
death
the
is
end,
missing.
there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar.
Sure do.
But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this.
3?
However, let's continue watching for now.
Or you could share them.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Regarding
Nias!
this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this
And here
is
we
the
are.
safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason.
Oh, why is OBS saying coding overloaded? Is there something on the screen again that it cannot handle?
You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall
Oh yeah,
host the
I just think it's
ceremony.
I just think it's their crystallized forms that OBS is not doing too well with.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This
Yep.
warrior is Lord Nias.
I'm glad we got to see him again. I love Nias.
As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is, in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the
Yep.
Titans, before they attain their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But
So...
her appearance...
Oh! Can I go? Wait, how far can I go back? Okay, I can't go that far back. Fuck, what did the... What did her, her line say? You shall wither something something... Something about reborn and something about... Oh, fuck, what was it? What was it? Hold on. Hold on. You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn something. So in that case... So Polixia and Castorus, obviously, you know, like the sister that Polixia spoke of is Castorus. And one of them had to sacrifice herself. So Castorus is basically a reincarnation of either one, I would assume. Since it talks about rebirth.
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Oh. Hymn of Dawn. Let's swap. Let us swap. Let's swap out Sunday for now. Actually, no, let's keep Sunday. I'll swap out Mem. Actually, no, let's... Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's swap her out.
Lord Mighty, let's each do our duty.
Ooh. Mania! Hi and bye. Can't stay, have a fun stream. Thank you, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well today. She is very pretty. She is very pretty. Okay, where do...
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos.
Okay, no, encoding is still overloaded. What is it?
It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula. Sealed within this statue is undoubtedly his sacrifice.
They use their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
I hope the lag isn't too bad. It's being a little weird right now. I don't know why, but
that his tenacity is sealed within this statue.
Before we fought Nikador, we also released it from the stone statue.
Did I check this one already?
Lord Nias's honor is sealed here.
Incredible. The honor in this child's soul is so light.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a moment here. Let's see if I can... I mean, there's probably not much I can do while streamers go... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, Yeah, not much I can do while I'm live. Weird. Weird. It doesn't usually do that. Maybe... I mean, I guess I can turn down the settings of this a little, but I don't think that's... gonna do much for it. I don't know what that does, actually. Bloom effect. Let's do very low. Light quality, let's do high. Just turn it all down a little bit. Just a little bit.
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, The only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that is the exact same thing that Castor has told him.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe...
Damn.
The truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for...
Oops.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me.
Ooh.
When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone.
Of this art, but lunch with family now. We'll come back later. Hell yeah, enjoy your lunch, Sven.
It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of bliss.
Huh.
Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is. And death is but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Are the both of you ready?
Alexia.
There she is.
I'm here. What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Sure is.
Is this... Alexia's sister? Is it... me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
The dead flame.
As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter?
Oh.
Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction?
I mean, yeah, you can't blame her.
Let me do it, sister. Let me be death sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Wow.
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Well then, tell me, what exactly are we?
Oh. Same question.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of
Oh. Heartbro, welcome in. Do you prefer English dub or JP dub for Genshin? English.
death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Oh.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect
And there it is.
someone you loved?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the
hi.
end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being. So I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world.
Just like we're doing right now.
Just like the flame-chased journey of today. Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Or are they?
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece. The Philosopher's Stone.
Oh!
It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
Well...
Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world
Oh,
that my
well,
experiment
yeah, sure.
was a failure.
It's whatever, you know. Sorry, guys. I goofed up.
However, my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Look at him. He's so angry. He's so I love this face. It's so cute.
Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, Her life is also slowly slipping away.
Yeah, by the way, I am still dead. Or dying. Dying / dead. In case anyone forgot.
But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
The memory imprinted in Carl's soul.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart?
I was thinking, because we know now that he sacrificed his eye to, you know, see his sister again. And underneath that eye patch is presumably just a void space. So I was like, what if that star, like on, like in his chest, on his chest, whatever, is the same if he's already used his heart for some other purpose.
If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
How about you don't? How about Are we sure about that? Are we sure?
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Yeah, it's whatever, right? It's what he's already dead, so who cares, right? I hate you.
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
You could make a game out of that.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
But I mean, technically, wouldn't that still? Technically, wouldn't you still be following that same path and? I mean, to be fair, like I get that, like Kefali was the one who gave them, like, who gave the Chrysos, at least the current ones, the prophecy. So technically, if he became God, he could just, if he became Kefali, he could just choose not to do that. But like, would it just work like that? I feel like it might not.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Yeah, sure is. Indeed.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
But like...
But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains.
Mighty is still fucking out there!
Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it.
Like, okay, so... if I get this right... they're trying to basically just eradicate death so that people don't die anymore. And by that notion, you know, everyone at Akama would live happily ever after, but like, the Black Tide would still be there. Like, that aspect doesn't really change. So we would still need people to fight it off, because even if people don't die, they're still gonna suffer if it like invades the city, right? Right? Or am I in that case, fucking my day's just gonna be out there fighting forever, I guess.
The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Now that I am on board with.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Mighty mention. Unsure what to say, but offers a smile. Have mercy, Aglaia. Stay your threads. You have changed.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Casterus and meet the god of death himself. Casterus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aglaia.
I hate to put a damper on this
Hey, buddy,
moment, but
you've been a little quiet. What's up?
if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in?
Lady Treby is probably...
The answer is quite simple. In the Mids, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the Netherrealm.
And this is where Cypher comes in.
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Alright, the tumultuous day finally comes to an end. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thoughts. Alright, one more for the nameless recollection. Danhang isn't back yet.
Hey, friend! Is
Oh,
the debate finally over?
I forgot you talk now. I forgot you speak now. The upper hand is ours. We thrashed them. We're tied with the Council of Elders. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat. I mean, I wouldn't say we won or lost, really, so...
Oh, that means victory is around the corner.
Yeah!
Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve the problem.
I love their little sounds.
Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
Out of how many? Also, it's okay. We found a way.
Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as Mem. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
Oh, you're making me yawn. Oh, yeah. Nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
Oh, you're right.
Stop yawning!
Back to...
No, stop. As was their custom, men with astonishing dexterity slipped back into their secret little hideaway. Good night, Mem. Good night, Akima. It is nighttime now, right? I mean, you can't really tell. Later, somewhere in Akima. Aww.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treeby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that
Aww.
your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you, that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you?
Wow.
There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's.
Oh.
Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Oh.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it. And we'll make sure to get
That's so sweet.
So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia.
Don't.
See you tomorrow.
Don't say that. I cannot trust those words. I can't sleep. Danhong? Who could it be?
It's me.
Oh, Castris. Hey there.
I hope I didn't wake you.
It's fine. Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age. Girl, you're like 2 years old.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
As expected, manual labor. Wow, I feel so sleepy all of a sudden. Sure, let's go.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is?
Nah, it's fine.
It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Alright, hold on. We are going to take a small break here. Let me see. How far are we? So, we are almost halfway through. Okay, almost halfway through the quest. That's good, that's good. So yeah, we're gonna take a small break here. 10-ish minutes and then we're gonna continue. So, until then. Alright. Bit of a shorter break. I didn't really do much. I just stood up and walked around a little bit and did, you know, a little stretching. I'm probably gonna take another break soon-ish. A little bit of a longer one, but... Pure Salt, welcome in! How you doing? How are you? I'm doing fine, a little tired, but that's just the usual. But I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well today. Oh dear goodness. Let's see. So apparently we are halfway through this quest, so we're making good progress. I'd love
The streets are packed.
What a...
It seems the
Yeah,
vote
what-
to pause the flame chase journey has begun.
What is...
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
This quest is pretty long, just finished it myself, but it gets really good in the second half. I was already pretty interested in the first half. I think it was just a little much, like... The first half is definitely very dialogue heavy, but personally, I'm pretty interested. Leon, welcome in! Hope you're having a good day. Hell yeah, right back at you. Hope you're doing well today.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the
Rational
Kefali rune.
Talanton
Select
devotee.
the Council of Elders in your heart and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago!
Okay,
Were
dude.
they kidding with bringing back Eracrycia? It's all a sham to create their own Eracrycia in Akama!
Okay. How about we take a step back, we take a deep breath, and we use our indoor voices. Okay? After 3.0 and 3.1, I was kind of tired of the dialogue-heavy lore dumps. I get that. I was like, I said it earlier and last stream as well. Like, if you're not into world building and lore and a little bit of politics and philosophy, chances are you're probably not gonna have a good time with at least the first half of this quest. But personally, because I didn't mind. I was enjoying myself quite a lot. It is a little much to take in, for sure, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to like rewatch some scenes to like properly understand what's going on. I am kind of processing as I go, and it's going somewhere. But yeah, finished the story and it broke me again. Par for the course.
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
Okay, dude. Chill.
I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
Goodness.
That was quite a spectacle.
That's a word. Just another peaceful day in Akama. Just another Wednesday. Watching people squabble is kind of fun. I mean, kind of.
You're interested in that? Well, you'll feel right at home in Akama then.
Average Twitter conversation? For real, it's like, what do you think about this? Well, personally, I believe that go fuck yourself. Kill yourself, go die in a ditch, no one cares. Insert 15 slurs. That is literally that is Twitter summed up in just one conversation.
To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions.
There's also that many people that aren't that into Anaxa, so they struggled even more in the first half. Yeah, fair. I love Anaxa. I love my little snatchable, mildly unhinged, gay-ass twink. I love him. I love him.
This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
This is what the Flame Chase journey is all about. Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now? You look very confused.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions.
But the plot reveals with the first half is crazy, changes so many things. Yeah, dude, like the lore drops in the first half are pretty damn insane. Pretty insane. Like a lot of stuff getting confirmed, other stuff that, like, you know, some questions answered, even more come up. It's fascinating. But yeah, like, if you're not a fan of an Axis character, if you're not a fan of some internal conflict and politics and philosophy and world building, then chances are first half not gonna be much for you. But I mean, honestly, at that point, then, like, the whole, like, I feel like Amphorius' whole story isn't gonna be that great, because it is just a lot of lore. It is a lot of lore. And, a lot of dialogue. So, you know, personally, as usual, as I've said many times, I don't mind. To me, HSR and any Hoyo game is just, to me, any Hoyo game is just a very animated visual novel. And looking at it like that makes me enjoy it a lot more, because I don't go in with the expectation that, like, we get flashy cutscenes and super exciting hype moments and illustrations at every corner. So yeah. Just not a big Amphorius fan overall, but it's all good. Star Rail still peak. Hell yeah. Amphorius definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I do know that a good chunk of people preferred Penacony over Amphorius, which is fair. But yeah, personally, like, that's what I always say, like. And I mean, hey, Salt, maybe you can confirm or deny. I feel like many people who don't like Star Rail, Genshin, even ZZZ, people who don't like Hoyo's way of storytelling are people who either have never played or have played and don't like visual novels. That just don't like reading. Because as someone who does play a lot of visual novels, who has played them, and who also just reads a lot, the things that people complain about when it comes to, like, dragging out the pacing and repetitions and going too in depth with descriptions, to me, these things never really mattered, and they were never really that noticeable, just because, like, I've had enough practice to kind of, like, filter out those parts. Love visual novels, but I'm probably not the best example, since I usually love Hoyo stories just on Amphorius. Okay, in that case, my misunderstanding. What I find quite funny is how people complain about too many fights, but in this patch, they complain about no fights. I mean, yeah, fucking... You're never gonna make these people... Like, so there are certain people, you're never gonna make them happy. You could have, like, a complete 50-50 of, like, hype, fights, and dialogue, and they'd still be... It doesn't matter what you do, they're never gonna be satisfied. Doesn't matter what you do. Because they have, like, very specific preference. Either they have, like, very specific preferences that, and their, like, range of what they tolerate or what they find acceptable is very, very narrow, or they just don't actually like the game that much and they're just complaining for the sake of complaining. So there's that. Mark, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Exactly. Like, Hoyo games to me, just a playable light novel. Or, you know, a visual, like a more animated visual novel. So, I, like, looking at it like that, I don't mind the dialogue at all, because I'm like, you know, I've played visual novels, and visual novels most of the time are just like text box, 2 sprites that like pop, like that like get highlighted and talk back and forth with some mouth movement maybe and the occasional CG, and that's all you get in a visual novel. So, you know. Steins Gate was your favorite. I've never played Steins Gate. I've also never watched the anime. I feel like I should probably get to that at some point. Some just want to be clowns and complain to get the views that some Hoyoverse dramas bring. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Anyway, sorry, Casterus. Stella has been giving you puppy dog eyes for like 10 minutes. Really good. Yeah, so this is what we like. We saw a lot of Casterus' past in the animated short.
Traditions that I played a major role in.
As we've seen. Yeah, I've heard Steins Gate is very good. Both the anime and the visual novel. I feel like I would probably want to play the visual novel. There's still visual novels that I need to finish. I still need to... I don't know if I want to play the demo of Bustafellows 2. I feel like I might want to wait for the full game. Because I know I'm gonna love it. I freaking love Bustafellows. It's one of my all-time favorite visual novels. So I'm gonna buy the second one either way. I do want to finish or continue and finish Little Busters eventually. Couple things that I still gotta get to. Sorry, I'll stop yapping to let you do the story. It's fine. Listen. Hey, listen. This is a yap-friendly space. If I did not want to talk about it, I would put a pin in it and come back to it later. But I am engaging, so that's on me. Because of the curse put on you.
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Arachrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death.
Oh, okay, so that's why... I saw this, I saw someone react to the Casterus animated shorts. I think it was GOT Games. Who pointed out that when they had Casterus, you know, send those people off and they were like, only you can bring them peace. He was like questioning of like whether these people just can't die or what the deal is, like why would you would say that, like why it has to be specifically Casterus killing them instead of anyone else, but that would be why then, like that they believe that only Casterus can actually send them to Thanatos. Yeah, he's a great guy. I really enjoy his content. He's a really fun guy.
They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Some sort of end-of-life care? Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship. I can't do it. Their voices.
Aww.
They pierce my ears. The pleading. Thanks.
I know that feeling, child.
You look sort of similar to Kindness, and thus I don't like you.
But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
Bro. They explained it prior somewhere. Idonia believed casters could send them directly to Thanatos instead of needing to make the trip there with the yeah.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly.
And let me guess, if they make a sound, then it's not as quick and painless.
But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain.
Isn't that also like normally, like in real life? I've heard that when you like beheading someone isn't like actually as, you know, as like quick and just one go as it's sometimes portrayed, that even in real life usually or oftentimes it requires like multiple hits to actually like cut their head off, which is wrath.
Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it.
I mean, I mean, that sounds fucked up, but like the advantage that Casteress has is that like with her it doesn't really matter. Like either way, she doesn't like have to practice swinging a blade or anything, because either way the result is the same. As soon as she touches them or uses her powers, they're dead. Guillotine was invented for a reason. Yeah.
I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Whew.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Oh. Oh. Okay. You know what? This feels like a choice that could matter. I mean, okay, wait. He is already on death row. He is already on death row. So Castorus is probably the most peaceful option that he's gonna get.
No!
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. You don't have a choice anyway, it'll force you? Alright, fair, fair. 19 days till Anaxagoras? Indeed. Ruthless streamer? Listen. Even if there had been a choice, if Castorus didn't do it, someone else, he was gonna die anyway. And at least Castorus can give him a peaceful death. So you know what? In a way, this was the kinder option. Is it because of fear, anger, and hatred? Or is it your so-called merciful touch of death? Or is your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark purple model spread like petals across the death row inmate's face, then seemed to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling ceased, and the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly turned into a sigh-like whimper as he murmurs to himself. Quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, turning into pitch black dew that scatters with the wind. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Oh. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Let me snooze those ads real quick, because I don't want the Twitch side to be interrupted by ads while we go through this. So we have another 15-ish minutes left. Ooh, oh. God, her scythe is so cool. Do we have... Can we see her idol? Probably not. What is her... Oh, ooh. Ooh.
Holy maiden.
Hi.
Grant her glorious death.
Can I not, baby? What if I just go past her? Wait, what if I just go past her? Oh, I can't, wait. Oh, I can't. Man. Oh, and you're just standing here. Okay, at least she wanted to go, so, you know, at least she wanted to. I think you can see her idol, but you can see it by doing the trial also. Oh yeah, actually, wait, okay.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Ooh, nice.
Do it then, executioner.
Okay, see, but what if I don't want to? What if I, you know? What if I, man!
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Oh, the child! The child! Really? Really? Okay, at least she wants to go. At least she...
You know what to do.
Pain and suffering. Oh, wait a moment. Guide me, holy maiden. Sadistic murderer. And pain and suffering. If I were to spend money on a character in HSR, it would be just to see what she can do at E6. At E2 S1, she already does like 2 million damage with Nightwing. Damn! Gifted with slumber.
When will this ever end?
Oh dear.
Come.
Are we also gonna...
Your duty.
Are we also gonna...
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged.
Yep. Last but not
The
least.
time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain, the final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead, or I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Casteress, will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I can't take this anymore.
Baby.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you.
When she was still a child, by the way. Just putting that out there.
I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
In theory, yes.
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle.
So, like, fun quest, right? Fun quest.
And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No. How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one.
Man! Wish I could go for Eidolons, but Hyacinth and Cypher next, and boy was Cypher really interesting this patch. We haven't even met her yet. We're probably gonna meet her after this scene, I would assume. Still got 70 pulls left despite going for her E2 S1, so I think I'm good for Cypher if I don't lose my 50-50. Well, good luck. Good luck. It gets even more fun, don't worry. I'm sure it will. Yeah, fuck it, we're... Ooh.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Oh, that is an awesome transition. That is such a good transition.
May death protect us! As you wish.
I am struck! Burn it all!
Here, try this!
You know? Since... Oh. Quick question. What's the priority set on Fuse Rope, Break, or ER? Good question. I'm not actually sure.
A new life.
I don't have Fuse, so I'm not sure, but it would be one of those two. Oh. Okay, before we continue with the depression, what I was gonna say is, you know what? No, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna get through the scene first.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. A gasp for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world.
Thank you for the redeem.
Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please,
Oh.
I'm begging you, just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I
Oh.
don't want mercy like this. Just let me go, Adean. I don't...
Wait. Let me turn this down a little bit.
I
Don't tell me we're just gonna see the whole thing here. Oh my god. Okay, interesting. Huh. Genuinely feel like in that case they could have released the animated short afterwards, like after this patch dropped. Feel like that would have been a better decision. But, huh. Well, I guess it's time to cry again.
Get it over with. End its suffering.
I mean, we did already watch this a few times, so, I did turn the volume down a little bit. This will be the last time they're gonna post this in advance. I do hope so, because otherwise I feel like it wouldn't really make much sense.
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
I feel like they should at least wait, maybe even like a couple days after the patch drops, so people get to have a chance to play through the story first. They said in the stream that it's gonna be in the story. Don't understand the complaint. This one? Did they? I know they said it in general, but did they say it about this specific animated short? Because I don't recall that. I remember them saying in general they're gonna include more animated cutscenes like this one, but... Pumpkin, welcome in! Hope you're doing well today!
Walk alongside it.
Yes, this one? Okay, in that case, I totally missed that. I feel like the livestream, I think that they definitely, especially towards the end, could have taken some more time to elaborate on certain stuff, because like the last part of that livestream had a lot of content packed into it, and it felt a little bit rushed. Like, I was still processing one point when they already moved on to the next. It was the same sentence they posted. This will be last time. Feature for Apple Store. You know how it is. If it's too much, people will complain again. Yapfest livestream. I mean, they're gonna complain either way. I'm sure they probably have. Like this time, people did complain that like the end was too rushed, that they didn't elaborate enough on certain topics. Yeah, people are gonna complain either way, literally. Also, this is very loud. This is very loud. Like at this point, I feel like they should just take their time, literally. I'd rather they take too much time than not enough, you know? And here we go.
Is that you, Casterus?
Gonna turn the volume up for this one, because whoo.
All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
And here we go.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
big sister Castoris. Your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
And the music. Gonna turn it down a little because I think it gets a little louder here. The audio mixing is always a little weird with Star Rail in particular, I feel like. See, it's so loud. Oh, but this music is so good. Also, yeah, Leon, like, people like to exaggerate stuff a lot. A lot.
Can hands like these really be warm?
And there's that weird deer. With that deer with the weird eyes. Just stare. Deer stare. That could be an emote.
On the day that Ornyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions.
And it's gonna turn up on my end again. I also want to die like that. It would be too peaceful. Honestly, if I could choose a way, and if I had to, then yeah.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me. It wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was... And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality. Just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Ornyx laid bare the cruel truth before us.
Whew, fun stuff.
Perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all, for your sake, and for my own.
Thank you for telling me your thoughts. Should I pretend that I didn't hear any of that? No, thank you.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
She talks to you about the gifts she gave to other Chrysos heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift. Tell us what you gave to the others!
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trianne. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
Is it a brooch with my face on it? That sounds kind of ominous. Is it a brooch with my face on it?
No, it isn't. You'll know when you see it. Look, it's right there.
The scrolls?
Huh?
Okay.
Where did it go? What's going on?
Looks like someone left something behind. I hope the gift wasn't expensive. Did you get in trouble with some phantom thieves?
I am not some corrupt grown-up.
Oh, did Cypher take it?
What's this?
Yep.
The coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her.
Hey! Holy moly, a kitty thief?
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner.
Okay, damn. I sense a little bit of disdain, a little bit of sass here.
Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cypher.
A little bit of annoyance. Dear Princess Homebody. Walking through the busy garden, I discovered the remarkable gifts crafted by Princess Homebody. They are truly splendid, and I am most impressed. I am also taken with your charming presents prepared for fellow Chrysos heirs. In your right parlor, I observed the beautiful felt dolls, the beige and lavender striped tapestry, the classic Idonian tripod table, and in the left parlor, the jewelry and exquisite art pieces meant as gifts. Dolls, beige and lavender striped tapestry, classic Idonian tripod table, and in the left part of the jewelry is wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I've claimed only this modest gift. I fear it would attract tasteless little thieves, so I shall safeguard it for now. Naturally, I've left appropriate payment, a single coin. If the price displeases you, feel free to negotiate its return. Though, should that happen, I won't be satisfied with merely 1 coin. Should you wish to find me, visit the Marmorial Market. There lies a golden short spear I've left. You know what to do. It shall guide you to me. And before you ask, I won't accept any questions. Please forgive this small intrusion and accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away when entertaining guests. P.S.S. Despite your considerable investment in the Idonian ossuary hanging in your parlor, I regret to inform you it's a fake. The original was craftily switched by those cunning scholars of the Grove of Epiphany. The full story can be found in the yet unpublished memoirs of Cyphera. I think it's actually pronounced Cyphera or Cyphera. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thieves. Well, to retrieve the gift and teach, you head to the market and find the short spear she left behind. Can never be sure how long they're gonna keep this up on screen.
There seems to be a new show at the bats today.
All right. We'll chase her down indeed. Da 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 da.
This is a trick she left for us.
Clearly, Kitty Phantom Thieves wants to play a little game with you. 2 short spears, 1 correct, 1 wrong. Let me check the hint. 2 golden short spears. Only the golden short spear engraved with the truth can lead you to Kitty Phantom Thieves. Inspect the left one. Engraved with the words, don't be fooled, the right spear is engraved with... It's one of those. Okay, is it one of those? So, left says that right is lying. Both spears are engraved with the truth. Grey mystery. Wait, what did the first say? Left said that the right one is lying. So, neither. Or both, technically?
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Whee! Try to grab it.
This is how it should be.
When he started reading that, when he started reading that, I closed YouTube. Yeah, like isn't the point of that like if left says that right is lying, but right says both are telling the truth, then right would simultaneously be lying and telling the truth, or neither. Dromas, baby! Cypher? Question mark? Cypher. If this Dromas truly is her, appears to be quite content. Her gaze filled with 3 parts sincerity, 3 parts approval, and 3 parts triumph, and 3 parts grey mystery. You've lost if you take this seriously. What did you just call me? Hi, Cypher. If you picked right, it would have just gone in a circle around the block. She seems to be saying hello. Seeing you treat the Dromas with such seriousness, all 12 parts of her complex emotions immediately transformed into one of admiration.
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for
Alright,
someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
No. Since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to steal the wind. What say you?
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
If you don't want the money, I'd gladly, I'm assuming, take it off your hands.
I'm sorry. Bargaining is really not my forte.
God damn, that laugh! Hold on, let me hear that again.
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody.
I love that.
Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown.
Right. Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
Alright, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
The dew of divine blood in the backpack has been stolen?
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Well, shit! Dear Princess Homebody and Grey Mystery, you probably guessed already I had no intention of showing up at the Pack Beast workshop. This means, of course, I had no plans to return the gift there either. This was just a warm-up for our little game of cat and mouse. But surely you've realized that the Kitty Phantom Thief never cared about stealing a mere trinket, right? No, what I'm really after is your hearts. Just kidding. P5 reference. I have no interest in your hearts. If Princess Homebody can track my path, then by all means try. I'll be waiting at the end, then rest assured we'll meet face to face this time. P.S. Grey Mystery, where'd you get that Dew of Divine Blood? Don't tell me it's a gift from the seamstress. I'll taste it for you. Sincerely, Kitty Fandom Thief. Where do we... Okay, we go up. Actually, we're gonna take another break here, because I do need to go to the bathroom and I should probably get a snack. So, we shall be back in 10-ish minutes. We are about... Oh, we haven't made much progress. We haven't made too much progress. I do want to get at least like an hour, like at least like half an hour to an hour further. So, we can hit the 2/3 mark. So, yeah. Shall be back in 10-ish minutes. So until then. All right. And we are back. Let me grab those real quick. Wabam. Wabam. Wait, what did that achievement say? Fuck, I didn't read it. Okay, let me do that. And we shall continue. I'm gonna try to get through at least maybe 1.5 more hours of this. Wait, where do we go? Oh, up. We go up. Ba-da-bum bum 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 bum. That is not the right way, I just realized, because for some reason you can only go up to the roof from one side. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here we are.
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way!
She's so silly.
Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two.
She looks so pretty.
I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
Okay, don't do that. Don't. At last, a character that meows has appeared. Or, ew, what kind of quirk? Okay, wait. We know that anytime or many times that the Trailblazer is allowed to give their opinions, this is like a secret in-game survey. So the question is, do I want more cat girls or do I not? Fuck it.
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style.
Oh, I hate to break it to you. It has not gone out of style at all.
Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Give me the jewelry piece first. Or everything's off the table.
And my Dew of Divine Blood, yeah. Also, yeah, the gift is a piece of jewelry. That's nice.
Oh, come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. 1, the seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan.
Okay.
2, the Council of Elders also found me.
Oh,
and
I
wants me
see.
to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
Look at you having your finger in both pies. I mean, the seamstress is Aglaya.
And last, but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things.
Fair enough.
Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Oh. Interesting. Just realized I missed my daily rewards yesterday in Wizardry. Oh no! Some time ago. Yeah, her personality does very much. Ooh.
This is some high quality stuff.
Ooh, that's a pretty CG.
And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny.
Ooh.
You shall walk with greed, and die over petty change.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Walk with greed, die over petty change.
I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now. So don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Well, that got our attention.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castoris and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castoris to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castoris' own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself?
Mm-hmm.
You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castoris remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world.
She sure does.
In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
Lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia.
Bad news, girl.
I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves, however you want. What do you think? Tempting, right?
Do we actually get a... I'm almost dead. What do you have for money? Fair point. The currency I use isn't the same as the one in Emphorius. Also fair point. Maybe I should consider it. Listen, what's the point if I'm dying anyway?
If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will...
Oh?
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy. You keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and
her eyes are
you don't
so
care
pretty.
about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaya didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaya?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway. But listen to me.
She is very fun.
Is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaya's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive.
Yeah, her VA did a really good job.
And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
I'll give you however much you want. Aglaya has already paid for me. Is ripping people of the authority of Zagreus, this demigod. Yeah.
You know, you're not wrong. At least it's part of my responsibilities.
Also, unrelated, but I have a pimple that's like inside of my nose, and it's number 1 itching, number 2 low-key hurting. It is not bringing me joy. I don't like it. This is her first big role. Oh. Dude, what is it with Star Rail and finding people who like their first role just banger? They got Camden, who fucking killed it. Cypher's VA, I don't know who it is, but incredible job.
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings.
Aww.
I can give them all to you.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90. No.
Oh, baby.
80%.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castrus's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood.
Hey, we never said anything about that. I'll show you who's boss once I've recovered with full HP. Yeah, don't forget to give the jewelry back.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Great.
It depends. Sometimes I do. I want her, but I also want Hyacinth for my Casterus. Damn, hard choice. I doubt I'll get as lucky as this patch.
Here! Catch.
Be careful with that!
Oh, that is pretty.
Minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama City Gates instead.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride.
Oh. And there we go. Next day, Akima. Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get back here? And she even tucked me in! Why isn't she nice? Never mind, it's getting late. I'd better get going. Where's Don Hung? Grey mystery. These formal addresses at the start of letters are such a hassle, and you've already read 3 useless Venom Thief letters. Based. I've left Princess Homebody's gift here. Take good care of it. Remember, skip the baths and come straight to Akima Citygate to find me. You know I have no patience. Come late and I'll leave without you. Clear? Yes. P.S. Yes, I'm the one who tucked you in. You're welcome. Question. Does it change anything if we do go to the bath first? Does that change anything? Danhang still at the Grove. True. Can we actually see him there? Probably not, right? Does it change anything if I go to the baths first? Is there anything there? Nothing happened when I did go there? Oh, right, fair. In that case, we're just gonna fast travel to... Where do we need to go? All the way down here. Bum, bum, na, 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 na. One second. Alright, one moment. Give me 1 second. Alright. Switch the light here really quick. Okay. Don't groan in my ear. Okay, and on we go. Yes, the seal event is super fun. Hell yeah, I can imagine. Oh, wait, oh, did it already start? Wait, where do I, there I go. Bow. Ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-dum. And there we are.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
You are here.
I am. I'll go give Aglaia a heads up. Just three of us?
The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it.
All right.
You sure know how to put me in a spot, Casteress. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or
a little
over their
silver
eyes
coin
if you want them to successfully cross the river of souls and enter the nether realm? That's the fairy fare for entering the nether realm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
You sure are helpful when it doesn't cost you anything. We already paid you so much. Just how much have you swindled Casteress off?
Don't worry. It's not a lot.
Is it?
All right. Pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the nether realm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have.
Interest. Ooh.
Get ready. Be steady.
Ooh, the OST!
Hi. Your turn.
Okay.
Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done. Bye-bye.
Oh, interesting.
Are you feeling all right?
Uh-huh. I swear she was speeding. Interesting. Huh. So wow, okay. So she basically just got us like here so fast that we barely even moved. We could barely even like register that anything was happening. Huh. I swear she was speeding.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Yeah, this cutscene was really fucking good. The music was so good.
Don't worry. Mem's here to help.
Oh, hi. I sometimes forget you exist. Did you pay your fare?
I don't think I even meet the height requirement for the ticket, so I won't need one, right?
Surely.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves.
Ah, damn.
Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. or perhaps of their death.
Are there any other clues? How would we find them? Aha! Aha mention! I know this one! They returned whence they came!
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephae. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other. Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them. Perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to...
Oh, look at her little book!
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option.
Sure.
Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Well, don't jinx it. Cruel night oppresses unfortunate mortals. Wait, if Cypher throws her coin into the space, she can move at the speed of light forever? I don't fully remember what they said, but maybe? Also, Adonis, welcome back!
Go back whence you came.
Oh, butterfly.
Ahead lies the realm of the dead.
God damn. And we're going in with the man defying death itself. Ooh. Wait. Different cultures affect neither animals in different ways for the form of butterflies. There's no place where the disease has to steal flowers. Oh. Fortifications.
What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise. In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen.
Huh, by turning lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures.
Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
That's a word.
But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead.
Made a similar statement as Cass. Maybe HSR writers will take pity on us and not make it super depressing for once.
Figures.
Oh.
Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
Are they illusions of the past?
Mommy told us to go ahead first, but she's still not here yet.
1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many days have passed since then.
Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers.
1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left Mommy.
Strange.
Yikes.
Reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
They do indeed.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people. I'm
Huh.
not selling my fish to living people.
What?
Too shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will...
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The Nether Realm does not exist. Titan.
Oh, is that the...
Rejects you.
Okay, at some point it gets funny. Okay, at some point that's starting to get funny.
So, do you want to buy any fish?
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Other fish gone. The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish.
Oh, dear goodness.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Chat, do you want to buy any fish?
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This...
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the West Wind by floating down the River of Souls. Yet
They're all just gathered here.
on the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
Are they in the same situation as me? Perhaps all of us can still use some CPR.
I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So
apparently.
That means he's seen other members of the living apart from us. Could it
maybe
be
an axe
that
has here
these
too?
souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Hi there.
Well, I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
That's me.
What are you doing? Are you dead too?
I still belong to the land of the living as of now. Thank you very much.
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You
not
can see the
that?
mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Nether Realm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Unable to move forward or back. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
So freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world.
Of course, because she's a cat.
Stinky river of souls. But I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it.
Her voice does sound low-key familiar.
It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
That boy who defied death. Mighty?
Lord Mighty?
Oh, right. That's his name.
Oh?
Now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out. So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
Mighty cameo! Speaking of finding the way, how are we supposed to get over there?
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine.
We're gonna do a little time magic.
Rune of
Yep.
recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Bet. Blacksmith shop. Oh, chest.
Hey, over here!
Well, bam. Her voice reminds me of Jingliu sometimes. Is that? I don't know who she reminds me of. But it sounds very familiar.
Orynyx's miracle has appeared.
Spotlight effect.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Alright, Centurion.
By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
Yeah.
The campaign requires the utmost care. I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed
Sacred beast, divine beast. This is my pet, so I'm actually of the hunter class. Oh darn, no healer on this team.
Campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows. As of now, of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
So he returned to Styxia. He only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar.
Yep, sure was.
Wasn't this part of that fable?
So... yeah, and the dragon was the princess that was, quote, revived.
Sir, could I ask how the queen and princess are doing?
The queen? By the looks of it, you must be
and we're looping back around.
That the queen had mentioned, right?
I think he asked that already. Echo?
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh. Looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Alright, Cass, do your thing, I suppose.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over?
Ooh.
Have we won?
Cass, oh, are you all right?
I don't think she is, ma'am.
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Oh. Huh.
Well then,
why should I place my trust in
Oh.
you, holy maiden from afar?
Wait. This is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Okima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders. Or most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the council that offered this room to me. And they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will.
It is interesting that
superfluous moves on my own.
that the council assigned her to Aglaya.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame
Yeah.
Chief's journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising.
I mean,
to
if she knows it's not gonna go that way, if she has that much, you know, control, or if she has that much faith that she's gonna be able to, you know, prevent that from happening.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Castris.
You seem to hear a sigh of contentment, as if it comes from the mouth of some colossal being. Then the scenes of the past abruptly dissipated.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Ornyx's rune?
Perhaps. But I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget.
So it seems that the Council of Elders has manipulated you once already. Aglaya trusts you unreservedly.
I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now?
I accidentally skipped that. Whoops.
These dead monsters actually be...
Oh,
If
enemies?
Lady Cypher is to be believed.
Oh. Oh, are we gonna fight after all?
Tide monsters here too! Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept black tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Will we suffer the same fate as well? We're also here to trespass upon the Titan.
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful,
It's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Okay. Well, not you technically, because I didn't put you in my team, but probably should have. But whoops. Hey, by the way, that reminds me. So, just a question, and I'm sure people have brought this up already. So we now have Castorus, who drains your HP. We have Mighty, who drains his own HP. We have Blade, who drains his own HP, and we have Jing Liu, who I think also drains like the whole party's HP, if I remember correctly. Technically, you could make a team out of that. A weird team, but you could.
The path ahead is blocked.
I would kind of want to see that.
Again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
Whim. She drains around her. Jade also drains HP from the character she makes a contact with her skill. Damn. Yeah, you could basically have a team of...
He'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
Dan Hong mentioned! Wait, how do you know that?
Hycelians was still alive. I think she might be able to do that too.
Was still alive? Oh. So she is, she has passed on. But yeah, technically you could make a big team with, HP draining characters. I am curious to see how that would work. Yeah, give me that. Oh,
you seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Hell yeah, I am. Aegis R dislikes Dot so much. Supposed buff character already dead. Oh, we can listen to them.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's... you people.
Also, I'm gonna swap... let's swap out... Oh wait, we don't even have Castor... Oh, we don't have Castorus here. Okay, never mind.
Oh, this place... must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Yeah. Hello, garment maker. What's the some of these read disease, messengers. Always found in places where many have met their demise. Can you say one last thing before leaving this world? What would it be? I'm going to do a deep EP! Ain't no way! So the options are, I'm going to do a deep EP. I want to live 500 more years, honestly kind of based. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd go for like 200 maybe. Farewell, Honkai Star Rail. I left my trailblazing legacy at, and I live if I stay quiet, right? Guys, I'm gonna do a big, I'm feeling a little EP. I'm gonna do a deep EP. Short and to the point. So recall the last words of something deceased if you're curious. Sciatica, I'm gonna read this in my own time. I'm gonna do this in my own time. Same as the girl who would have taken the Time Titan powers? Yeah.
I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls. and turned into a member of the dead.
So you just fell in there?
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating. But it seems I was right. And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Oh.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable, but I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I'm also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death, Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
She seems free. Can't imagine what it'd feel like to roam around this void for centuries.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries.
Keyword seems.
For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
You should chat with Don Hung about this. I can't agree with you on the... You should chat... I feel like those two could have a good conversation.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me, but I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Oh, sweetheart. I get it, but also... Listen, immortality not as great as some might think. Only works out, like, at first glance, maybe.
Wow. This place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
Time to use Ornix's miracle. I get scared when I see these vertical structures.
Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person.
Oh, true.
Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
Let's see here. Okay, so I need to get down there. Don't mind me.
Is blocked yet again.
Oh, don't worry about me.
It appears in times like this. How convenient. Look, there's even a platform lift over there.
Wow, 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 wow.
The chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Ma'am, are you good? Did she say I'm crying? Okay, where do we go again? What do we do? We need to get up there. Oh. Time is not your friend. It sure isn't. Never has been.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Well, I guess then we're gonna fall.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Hey there, buddy. Vault officer. Oh, we can't talk to him like this. Okay.
Stay back. Don't come near me.
Hey, buddy.
Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
Let me fight him. These are the troubles that powerhouses like us face.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
I mean, we don't look threatening, that's true.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
Oh.
A warrior? Could it be?
Are we gonna see him again?
You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death? Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux. Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it, but they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Oh boy.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us.
Alright, on you go, sir.
Treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Are you... Thank you.
This is his.
Check the soul's remains. Is there gonna be another Casterus Murray?
That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
Whoops, sorry.
Don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words...
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded.
Wow.
Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals. If the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world, perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world.
No.
Just like how I shouldn't exist.
Honey.
I won't refute your beliefs for now. But would you be interested in listening to a story of
Another story?
It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
Uh-huh.
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
Where are we now? Okay, well, okay, let me check where we are right now. Let's see. According to the walkthrough, there is about a little under 3 hours left. We can go on a little further, I think. I'm trying to find like a good stopping point. But I think we could possibly go on for a little longer. Maybe like one more cutscene. Maybe like one more cutscene. One more cutscene and then we will, we'll stop.
Moving forward. Always.
Oh, hello, butterfly.
Shut up. Just shut up. Even if that girl is evil, there's no reason for you to absolve that monster. It was the both of them, who trapped us in this crevice between life and death.
Don't be scared. They haven't noticed us at all.
Oh, where do we go? Oh, this way. Oh, chest. Chest.
Take it. And buy some new armor for your tribe.
Oh, this is...
Living ones?
Alchemist. Hey there.
Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here? And have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
Yeah, I've definitely heard that name many times today. Its pilot is probably right here. Maybe not. Maybe don't say that.
You have? Then that's good. During the age of myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death back to the world.
But
Didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
I love how she like opens her little book every time. It's so cute.
Looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
So, it's just as I feared.
What did you figure out? You and that dragon, are you two sides of the same coin? Yeah, was I right about, what's her name? I mean, Polixia and Pollux?
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. Although, I am still missing the most crucial material of all.
And that is?
The final ingredient. The final sacrifice is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Oh.
What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
Yeah, we didn't.
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast.
Oh, the queen!
Before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom upon us. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the nether realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's
abdomen.
She has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins. Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent
And so that
her
is, what's her name? Amunet?
all of the suffering that we went through.
Not a Chinese spy, welcome in, how you doing?
I promise.
Yep, that's
that
her.
I will care for her as a mother. That I will protect her from the evils of death.
Did you do that though?
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness as her mother. Please bless this child with a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please, let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Currently not sleeping, my dad snores like a motherfucker. Oh no.
Oh. Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor.
Castor.
Perches on the twig of death. Castorus. That shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from?
A massive roar in the
The
distance.
sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Hi.
Waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide creations.
Hi. Stop.
When did they... Miss, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures.
Alright, bet. Kill it.
Hide behind me.
Guide you on your path.
Alex.
accepts your punishment.
Trinity is before me.
Burn it all. Forever doomed. I am struck. Forever doomed.
Here, try this.
Only advice is pinch his nose or something, and he'll stop snoring. Like, oh great, let me just get up and walk over and do that every 15 minutes. Yeah, I think the thing with snoring is like... I mean, if it's like that strong, then you would think that like your dad should probably get that checked. Also, this thing is like, what are they called? Like the Bellobog monsters. Like the fragmented monsters. The big middle one. The fire one in particular. I don't know what it's called, but... Yes, it's like the fragmented monster that like shoots fire. Oh! Hi! Hey!
You?
Hi! What's up?
Lord Mighty?
Also, that was almost 2 million damage. I missed you so much that it almost killed me. Pun unintended. You're adventuring in the River of Souls too? No, I missed you!
Lord Mighty. You've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living and continue my protection.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to.
Ooh.
Why does death reject you?
Ooh.
I'm the one resisting it.
Huh?
I must resist the temptation to go with the flow.
I'm sorry, I'm the one resisting it? You can't die if you don't consent? If death comes knocking at your door, just say no.
I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
God, I missed you so much. He seems to be stuttering. Is this really the proud Mighty?
Seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death.
Dude, you know, it's funny how like at first people were making this joke of like, dude just keeps dying or just like keeps trying to die but he can't, like you know, kind of like Blade, how Blade is the one that actually wants to die, and they kind of were making that same joke with Mighty, when literally this man is telling death to fuck off at every opportunity. Wow.
It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos challenge death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together, Castoris. Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option.
Yeah.
Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Okay, I have a feeling that there is gonna be something big coming up. So, let me see. We are at a point, I think, where we will probably be able to finish this next stream. I think. We have a little under 3 hours. Under 4 hours. Wait. No, a little under 3 hours. So, yeah. I think this is where we're gonna stop for today. We managed to get about the same done as last stream. So, we shall be continuing this tomorrow, I believe, I hope, I am pretty sure. I'm gonna have to, let my grandparents, or, like, ask my grandparents how, like, when my sister and her boyfriend and our relatives are gonna visit, and I'm probably gonna have to stop by there at some point, but I don't know, maybe I'll also just start, like, earlier once again. Maybe I'll try that. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I do want to finish tomorrow, though. I do want to finish tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by today. Whether you stuck around the whole time, whether you left and came back, whether you just popped in once and then dipped. Either way, your presence is and was and will be appreciated. We're gonna hopefully continue this tomorrow and finish this quest. Whew, if not, then you will be updated on Blue Sky and YouTube, so make sure to follow either of those, both of those, and the Twitch while you're at it, or just one of those, or neither. Whatever you want. If you want to support what I do, consider becoming a member on YouTube. It's €2 a month, whatever that is in your currency. And I shall see you again, hopefully, probably, most likely tomorrow. Stay safe, y'all. Take care. And have a lovely rest of your day, or night, or whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!